Aang versus Traveler. Avatar: The Last Airbender versus Genshin Impact Death Battle.
Aang the Avatar versus Aether the Traveler.
I think Aether just straight up wins this. I don't know. I don't know how it works though.
In this elemental battle.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I think Aether just rocks his ass, dude. No?
Water, earth, fire, air.
Oh.
Long ago, the four nations lived in harmony, united by a master of the elements, the Avatar.
This Avatar reincarnated as different people for centuries, all with their own struggles.
The thing is, are we classifying the Avatar as the Avatar or as Aang? Because if it is literally just Aang, then I think the Traveler wins. But if we're classifying the Avatar as the Avatar in principle, then I think the Avatar just wins.
And man, was that true for our boy Aang.
Because here it says Aang versus Traveler.
Thanks to his master and guardian, Yatso.
As a cheeky little air nomad, Aang traveled the world causing shenanigans, all while learning to control the winds with air bending.
Based on the real-life martial art Bagua Zhang, airbending is the most spiritual of the four bending styles, focusing on evading and diverting attacks through circular motions.
Okay.
With even the smallest movement, Aang can create
I miss Avatar. Oh my god.
Block hypersonic explosions.
The perfect style for a twinkle-toed goofball like Aang. He even invented his own tech.
He's 4'6". I mean, he's a kid. Age 112, biologically 12.
Technique, the air scooter. How does he not fall off that thing?
Add in a glider staff for flight, and the sky was the limit. But you know how it goes. Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Their conquest spread, war was inevitable, and Aang was the only one who could save the world.
Well, war was inevitable, but it didn't exist in Ba Sing Se, so...
Yeah, he wasn't happy with all that, and being forcibly separated from Gyatso. He was just a kid, so he froze up. Like, literally, he accidentally froze himself and his adorable Sky Bison Appa for 100 years.
Until he was awakened by the Water Tribe siblings, Katara and Sokka. Time wasn't kind to Aang's people.
Sokka my goat, by the way.
Avatar to keep balance, the Airbenders, Aang's entire culture were wiped out by the Fire Nation.
Oh, that's rough, buddy. But Aang took the wake-up call to heart.
As the Avatar, it's Aang's duty to understand the world's people, learning their cultures, their sadness, joy, and humanity.
And what better way to do that than learning how they kick ass?
From the northern...
This might be a hot take. My favorite character in the entire franchise... Oh, I say franchise. I guess, yeah, series, whatever you want to call it. Okay, actually, I don't know. I really like Korra, but I think Zuko.
Northern Water Tribe and his twin crush, Aang learned water bending.
I like Zuko so much, dude.
Tai Chi movements, this style controls liquid in all forms to freeze targets, create water whips, and even cut through steel.
Learning earthbending was way tougher, but Aang's
I thought that'd be a hotter take. Never mind.
A wimpy pushover. Now he can armor himself in stone.
That ain't a hot take. The only reason I thought it would be a hot take is because he's like, I don't know, a lot of people just didn't really like him, that I spoke to at least. But I think he had the best character development in the entire series, dude. Sorry, anyway, let me carry on here.
Water whips, and even cut through steel.
Learning earthbending was way tougher, but Aang's friend Toph taught him to stop being a wimpy pushover.
Toph's my second favorite though, dude. I love Toph. Toph's character's so funny. Oh my god. Toph and Zuko are like neck and neck, dude.
Now he can armor himself in stone, move the terrain of entire cities, and fight blind with a sonar-style seismic sense.
Earthbending is themed around the steady stances of Hung Quan Kung Fu, waiting for the right moment to strike head-on.
There was a lot to learn, but even with the world at stake and this moody hothead on his tail, he had fun doing it. Who could forget the adventures penguin sledding, going through the bending bayous, and living in Ba Sing Se, the city where no wars ever happened.
Yet across his journey, one power eluded Aang. The Avatar state, an enhanced mode of being that came to him in moments of peril.
Sure, if Aang dies in it, the Avatar cycle ends permanently, but who cares when it gives you enough power to wipe out a whole Navy fleet?
Come on, Boomstick. The Avatar state is more than just a power amp.
Jocelyn, how long have you been standing there?
I've been here the whole time. I lurk Look where all Avatar talk is. Through the cosmic power of the avatars before him and the ancient spirit Rava,
God,
Aang gains the knowledge and experience of all previous avatars. Greatly.
I think Legend of Korra was sick, dude. I know a lot of people really didn't like it. I watched the whole thing and thought it was very good. It wasn't as good as Avatar: The Last Airbender, but like season 1, but it was very good.
Expanding his bending options. Lava bending from Avatar Roku. Sonic shouts from Avatar Yang Chen.
Blood bending, dude. Oh my god, blood bending. When that shit was introduced, oh my god, with Katara, dude, that shit was fire. Oh, that's when it started to take like. It already had a couple of dark turns for me, but oh my goodness, bro, the bloodbending episode in the forest. Oh,
and even
so
more
good.
are theoretically available
So
to him
good.
through their memories.
Oh, I get it. You can't just grind your way to controlling the Avatar state.
Right. If Aang wanted to stop Fire Lord Ozai, he needed something else.
He needed onion banana juice.
Yeah, technically, I suppose. Gross.
Specifically,
It
Aang
is
sought the
gross.
guidance of Guru Pate. Mastering his power meant clearing his chakras, emptying his mind of earthly attachments. Seems simple, but this also meant rejecting his feelings for Katara, the
True.
person he loved most.
When he had to choose between the world or the girl, Aang followed his heart and it didn't end well.
He got better. Aang was determined to understand the world's people, even the enemy.
you know, the more I'm thinking about this, Aang and the Aether have a lot in common, right? If we go for, I mean, or even Lumine. Except it's not like a love story, I guess. It's our sister. It is control over the elements, and the Avatar state is probably just the same as Aether's, like, beginning of the game state fighting Asmodee. Interesting.
Fire Nation, something he accomplished
This
thanks
is a
to
good
the
little
redeemed
matchup.
Zuko, the Sun Warriors.
And these two honkin' dragons.
Oh, that's so
Aang
cool.
was scared of firebending, but it's totally awesome. It's
Well,
not just about.
I don't think he was necessarily scared of firebending, right? It was more so he was unable to control it, and he was scared of the lack of control over it, because fire is the most unstable of the elements, and most unpredictable as well, and that was taught to him very quickly by himself, I guess? Or Katara, you could say, but more so himself.
Burning and blowing shit up.
It's been so long since I've seen Avatar,
There's so
dude.
much more to it.
Formed from the explosive movements of Shaolin Kung Fu, firebending controls all manner of heat. And from the teachings of fire and water, he can redirect lightning bending, a burst of
Oh, that was
atmospheric
so
discharge
cool.
shot at over 200,000 miles per hour.
Pyro, the best uncle ever, used his techniques to redirect natural lightning. So, you know it's the real deal. Not crazy enough? At his peak, Aang surpassed benders who could throw buildings, melt stone, and hold up this gigantic library solo. Whooping Ozai's butt should be no problem, right?
Well,
Not exactly. You see, the air nomads were pacifists who believed in the value of life above all. Being the last airbender, Aang didn't think his people were truly gone unless he went back on their teachings. Meaning, he really didn't want to kill Ozai.
So, what, he's just a coward now? Mr. Firelord is about to burn down the entire Earth Kingdom.
Not at all. Are you even listening? Aang was simply at odds with what he wanted and what the world expected, so he needed to make a choice.
Right. In his greatest challenge yet, Aang discovered his true self, making his spirit unbendable and finally mastering the Avatar state.
Making him as
Dude.
strong as avatars who could cause hurricanes, tsunamis, and volcanic eruptions.
Or in Avatar Kyoshi's case, a new island. As in, she broke off nearly 30 square miles of a peninsula to form a new landmass.
Alice did it for, well, not first. Alice has done this, and not even for such a grand thing. It was literally just to create an island resort for her daughter. So who's like, come on, that's like a minor thing for her. So if we're comparing, I mean.
But to defeat Ozai, Aang needed one final element, something few avatars had bent before: energy bending.
Not the easiest thing to do, but Aang totally overwhelmed Ozai, severing the tyrant's connection to fire and
Yeah, see, this was crazy. If Aang could just sever the Traveler's connection to all the elements, can you imagine, bro? Oh my god. But then all the Traveler would have to do is go, Zhao. Excuse me, Zhao, can you please come help me?
stopping his invasion, all while keeping his no-kill run intact. The ultimate FU to this warlord's ideology.
Now that the Fire Nation had cooled off,
Ugh.
Aang led a new era of peace with the United Republic of Nations.
Yep.
A place where all people could prosper and where a new generation and a new avatar would take the reins.
He even
Indeed.
got hitched with Katara. Take that, Zutara shippers.
He even got the...
will end you.
Oh god, don't put shipping discourse in this, bro. It really will be a death battle.
All his doubts, Aang fulfilled the avatar's destiny and then some. And he did it in a way that was true to who he was.
Because before being the Avatar, or
Keep
even
that out
an
of the Genshin
airbender,
part, please,
the
for your own
greatest thing
sake.
he could ever be was himself.
And bold.
All in a day's work for a free, fun-loving kid. Add extra barbecue sauce.
Ad Astra Abyssos.
Yes!
Welcome to Tevat, a mysterious land governed by godly archons
Oh
that drew
my
the eye of
God.
someone beyond the stars.
Look at him.
Aether.
Oh my god, was that for the beta, dude? Tumaini, witness of Tevat. Oh my god, look at all the titles that we harbor, bro. We win. We win. Yo, we're gonna win, dude. This is like Genshin versus Sonic that one time, remember?
AKA the Traveler, who escaped his dying world with his sister Lumine in search of the flowers that bloomed on their lost home, only to crash land, awaken to an apocalypse, and get cubed by this jerk.
Separated from his sister, Aether awoke, again, in a new, less apocalyptic age, and
Yep.
fished up his own pathetic pet pixie,
Yeah.
Paimon.
For now, I mean, she's probably not going to be a pathetic pet pixie forever, but at first.
Yeah, she makes for good emergency food. With his
True.
new guide, Traveler to the windy country of Mondstadt to find his link to the past, but got a Breath of the Wild glider instead.
And his first element, Anemo, letting him make air slashes, tornadoes, and of course,
Windblade! But guess
Hell
what?
yeah.
Traveler wasn't the only one with a power like this. Tevat was full of blessed people wielding these relic things called visions.
vision
Yep.
bearers can imbue their weapons and bodies with elemental power, summon items, and use a special, well, vision to perceive the elements around them.
Normally,
Indeed. Dude, good point. Elemental sight, dude. Dude, Aang. Imagine Aang and the Traveler fighting, bro. Traveler just pops out elemental sight out of his asshole, bro. And you just see everything Aang's even planning. Oh my god, I didn't even think about elemental sight. I didn't even think about elemental sight and how OP that shit would be in this scenario.
they're limited to a single element, but Traveler is just built different. Through Paimon's guidance, he began collecting elements from mysterious statues across Tevat.
Yep.
No vision relic needed for him.
Each nation had a new culture, a new element, a new crisis.
And new character banners. When asked to play a sleuth for a murder case in Liyue, Traveler wasn't interested. A corpse couldn't tell him where his sis was, but he was roped in anyway and got the Geo ability to form rock constructs and eruptions of Earth.
When
Hell
Aether
yeah, man.
ventured to Inazuma, he didn't care about its war with the Vision Bearers and their Archon either, until he saw the suffering caused by its tyrannical rule, and joined the resistance with electro abilities, fighting the powers that be using electric buzzsaws, thunderblades, and lightning.
He
Show the Muso no Hitotachi.
even learned to dodge lightning. Other Electro users, like my wife Lisa, can conjure storms. No shock when my adopted daughter Klee made explosions that raised mountains.
Nice.
Traveler met all kinds of people like this. You know
Yup.
the type. Twinks.
Yes, there is a lot of twists.
Yeah, Tevat has its own laws, Boomstick.
Yeah.
Many twinks being one of them. Maybe 2 or 3 of them, actually.
Jesus.
Ringmaster.
Shut up, Wiz. This guy's been playing Genshin since launch.
I know everything there is to know about the Genshin meta. Either can mix elements for different reactions. Basically, big elemental combinations. Geo
Bro, I don't think anybody knows everything about Genshin meta. I would say maybe Ziox and Zajef are the two that probably know the most, but even then it gets confusing, bro.
crystallizes
They're using Aloy!
materials into special barriers. Electro mixed with water stuns foes. Anemo spreads elements around in swirls of destruction.
Yep.
Boom!
Like how I combine beer and gunpowder.
Exactly.
Beer and gunpowder? Sounds terrible.
Boomstick. Using Dendro, Traveler can form plant life that, when mixed with water and lightning, makes homing beams. Yeah, run from that. With enough clever thinking and artifact farming, you can combine anything in Genshin.
Okay, we get it. Go lose another 50-50, you whale.
You know, it's so funny. I gotta say this, and this is with the utmost respect, because honestly, dude, the amount of research that these guys have got to do to make a video like this is a lot. It's a lot. It really is, especially if they don't play the game. But if you look at this from like a LARPer POV, bro, it feels like they're just using as many buzzwords as they can. Just listen for it, bro. It just feels like buzzword, buzzword, buzzword. And it's so funny. I fuck with it, though. It's very fun.
Show you a whale, drop one on your lap next time you're not looking.
In Sumeru, Traveler later beat Scaramouche, an edgy catboy with multiple elements at his fingertips.
Okay, hold up. What did you just call him?
Traveler later beat Scaramouche, an edgy catboy with...
I mean, technically... Okay, technically wrong, but weirdly, it kind of works, but I don't think they meant in that way.
multiple elements at his fingertips, all in a time loop that got repeated 168 times.
Speaking of time, Aether had control of more than just his own future. Tevet's fate fundamentally changed in ways small and grand,
Yep.
all through his unending willpower.
Because the Traveler was a descender, someone
Boom.
unbound by the land's destiny. Even this big tree that records all of the world's events had no idea he existed.
Yep.
Like when he helped defy the judgment of a biblical flood in Fontaine.
Oh my god, what a legend as well, bro. Can't pick anybody better for the face of Fontaine than Monsieur Neuvillette.
He mastered Hydro for his best Cuphead impression with water bullets.
Okay, can we just pretend Hydro Traveler doesn't exist for the sake of this death battle, please? Because let's just keep it a buck, bro. That ain't gonna do shit.
Heck, a dinosaur chose not to blow up the world just because Paimon and Traveler befriended it. If
True.
that wasn't cool enough, Traveler can, unrelated, turn into a dinosaur. Hell yeah. Yo,
True.
look at him. Wonder if I could get a dinosaur on my Genshin team.
Deadass thinking here, what's the best nation to fight Aang in? The moon. Right? Less air. There's less of the elements in general. I think the moon would actually be technically the best place to fight Aang. I mean, would Aang even be able to fucking breathe on the moon, to be fair? Fuck it, take it to Enkonomiya, push him off the ledge.
Through these legally distinct Pokemon, Aether can fly, dig through the earth, or charge foes like a Jurassic bull. He traveled across the land, searching far and wide, and finally stopped swinging that one-star dull blade.
Yup.
Instead, picking up the prototype Rancor, which he wields like a beast thanks to the Swordmaster Skirk, and several straight days of training. What a grind set! Still, Traveler Sist kept eluding him, choosing to hang in the shadows with these Gluminati folk.
A group from Conria,
Yep.
the nation cursed by the gods for messing with the Abyss. Unbeknownst to Aether, his sister had already traveled to Vat in a journey that mirrored his own.
And at the end, she found... Well, we don't really know. Not yet, at
Not
least.
yet,
But
not yet.
whatever it is, got her to side with the creepy villains. Lot twist.
Eventually, Aether reached the nation of Natlan to fight in its never-ending war with the Abyss. He gained the Pyro.
The front lines, by the way, a lot of people are like, well, everybody's in a never-ending war with the Abyss, which is definitely true, but why was it the Nation of War? Why did that matter so much? Because they were holding it back from the rest of Teyvat, even if the Abyss were somehow seeping through every now and then. Natlan was the front lines, bro. They were holding their goddamn ground for a very long time.
Element, learning to launch fireballs and explosions combined of flame with lightning.
He didn't just dabble in fancy pyrotechnics.
Yeah, this is also a very good point as well. I know I'm pausing a lot, but this is a very interesting video. Just like Hydro isn't water, I assume the other Genshin elements can't be used or redirected by Aang. That is also my assumption. It's not like if Aether uses lightning, I don't think Aang can redirect that because it's not technically lightning, right? It's not technically the element. It is a different elemental form. I do think that would be the case, yes. And same with Aether, of course.
By
Same
connecting
vice
with
versa.
the people there, Traveler achieved Night Soul's Blessing, a power-up state fueled by primordial element juice, strong enough to make a blade of fire hundreds of feet long.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's strong enough to take down the heart of the Abyss, which is on the level of 5-star waifus like Mawika and the Raiden Shogun.
An Archon who, in ages past, sliced Yashiori Island in two.
That's cool, but how about when this Venti guy threw a whole-ass mountain? According to
Yeah, how about when he blew the Mayor Javari into a separate timeline? Kinda freaking cool, bro. Deadass.
Paimon, Traveler can level a mountain himself.
Additionally, Aether learned how to use light energy to form a Kuvaki shield, something he used to protect the people of Nodcry by blocking a cannon blast with enough energy to obliterate a town.
This was no ordinary cannon either. It also uses Kavaki energy, so that's a beam of light.
Through all his adventures, Aether had come to genuinely care for Tevat's people. Maybe one day.
But that's not Aether. No, you're right. But I mean, they were going through Toph and stuff in Aang's as well, right? Still fun to compare.
He will reunite with his sister, but for now,
True.
he's fighting for a whole new world.
Oh my goodness.
His new home.
Hell
Ooh,
yeah.
you need a higher adventure rank for that.
Don't you worry, gang. I dumped all my savings into Primogems for this. We can't miss when those ice guys trying to kill the traveler inevitably warm up to him. Still got it.
Oh, so that's why you're broke as shit.
To Aether, the journey has meaning. The birds of Tevet, the songs of its people, they are all part of it. Even if he's against the abyss itself, a new dawn is somewhere just beyond the stars.
Yep.
And a field of flowers will mean to love.
Oh my god. Okay, we're going to get into the actual nitty-gritty of it now. Make your predictions. I genuinely think Aether would win. I do. I think it'd be kind of close, but I think he'd win. Well, let's do this.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
Okay.
It's time for a death battle!
Come on, Aether. They're so similar is the thing, but with so many nuanced differences. Oh my god. Wait, this is sick. Damn!
2 elements?
Hell yeah! Aether, come on, bro. All you gotta do is use paper. Hey, we're in that line. Oh my god. True. Get Appa, bro. Get Appa. Oh god. Damn, dude. Wait, this kind of fire. Oh, what is that? Dendro? Bloom! Hyper Bloom!
What's going on? I'm on Ghost treasure hunting for 2 minutes now. Everything is going kaboom.
Stop the beast! Oh my god, bro. Oh, true.
Can it do this?
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Dude, the air is not where Aether should be. Dreadful idea. Also, that wouldn't work. Hydro is not water. Hydro is not water. That would not work, but that's fine.
Get up! Never,
Maybe it would.
Ever stop moving forward.
I guess you can freeze it. You can freeze it. But you couldn't manipulate it back.
No one fights alone.
The power of friendship! Oh god, Avatar!
For those who came before,
And for those who come after.
and those who will follow. I am Avatar Aang, the last airbender.
Aether, come on, bro. Come on, the power of light. Light! Light! Yes!
Take this!
Oh, it's gonna be like Harry Potter, bro, with the energy in the middle.
Through the heights and shallows. Through infinite dusks and dawns!
Oh! It cut him in half!
Way to go, traveler. But does this mean no treasure?
Oh my god!
And my dailies are done. What a miss.
This was an interesting pairing, so let's break this down by power, experience, speed,
What
and
the
elements.
First up, power. Aang and Traveler can both change the terrain of entire cities, and we're way stronger than characters that can break mountains. But at their peak, they're both tearing up islands.
Aang's
Bro,
avatar state.
hey, listen, the comment section of this video is gonna go feral. I can already tell. Listen, I'll keep it a buck. I thought it'd be a lot closer than that, to be honest. I really did. I really did. And to be fair, I didn't think the way that Aether would win is by cutting Aang in half with a freaking fire blade after all of that. I thought it'd be a little bit different, to be honest. But I thought it'd be more so to do with like Avatar State and Light State going hand in hand. Not the cutting him in half. I feel like Aang could have survived that, to be honest. We only summoned that during Natlan because we had the sword. I mean, bro, it's just like saying we can't fucking turn into a Saurian because we're not in Natlan, right? It's also like saying we can't fucking use the moon power because we're not in Nod Cry. I mean... It's fine. It's just how it works.
It made him on par with Kyoshi, who created and moved the island of Kyoshi. Similarly, Night Soul's Blessing let Aether contend with Archon level
and the Night Soul's Blessing. I guess we were in Natlan, right? Kinda.
Yashiori Island in two.
With an attack that even Vision Bearers weaker than Traveler can block. So he's definitely on that level.
Kyoshi Island is over 6 miles wide and long. Kyoshi moved the island 17 miles offshore in 2 seconds. So we have everything we need to calculate the amount of kinetic energy this would require.
Turns out...
Even generous to scaling and to the Moon Spirit, Aether scales to Varka, who aided in pulling down the Frost Moon. I mean, I could see that for sure. Dude, this is weird because I was rooting for Aether, but I'm also high-key like, we had such an advantage because we had abilities that we shouldn't have had. We shouldn't have been able to do half the shit that... Aether should not have been able to do half the shit that he did. But I still think he would have won, which is the crazy thing. I think it would have been a lot closer, though. I think it would have been a lot closer.
It's basically the same as cutting through Yashiori Island. About 3,000 gigatons of TNT. So their power is tied up.
Which means comparing their experience is crucial.
Aether's mastered more elements than Aang, but the Avatar State gave Aang centuries of knowledge.
With the memories and abilities of past avatars, Aang's kit was so extensive in a way Aether had no real answer for.
Not to mention, Aang's training was more focused. Traveler is skilled, sure, but his training was mostly just a means to finding his sister, while...
I don't think this is going to be a hot take. I think Aang actually wins on experience. Aang is that definition of like 12 years old with 18 years of job experience.
Aang's journey was all about mastering elements to combat other elements.
Experience narrowly goes to Aang. However, another important factor to consider is speed.
Speed. That's a close one, to be fair. Aether probably would take the lead on this
In terms
one.
of mobility, both could roughly match the other. If Traveler was immobilized with earthbending, he could just dig his way out as a dinosaur.
And Aang's airbending and glider meant he could easily counter Aether if he took flight.
But in terms of raw reaction speed, Traveler had it in the bag. Aang bending away lightning is crazy fast, but Traveler could dodge lightning much earlier in his journey, and now he can block that light-speed Kuvaki laser.
But we also got fucked up by Osial's wife, bro. Like, we dodge a lot of cool stuff, but we also don't. We're fast as fuck. We're not consistent.
While lightning can move over 200,000 miles per hour, a beam of light can move 186,000 miles per second.
Okay, fair enough.
Over 3,000 times faster than Aang. Traveler takes speed by a landslide.
So this all came down to the elements. Who could turn the forces of nature against the other?
I guess because Traveler has much more of a variety of elements. Like, we can do Geo and also Dendro, right? Which is both technically Earth, I guess. By the way, why are we using Kid Aang? Probably because Traveler's also pretty young, I would assume, right?
At first, I actually thought this was Aang's dub.
Aether's elemental control is remarkable, but most of his attacks are projectiles, spires, and very specific implements that Aang has bent away in the past.
Yep.
Aether has never shown the precision or creative flexibility that we've seen with Aang's bending.
But throw in the combos of elemental reactions and the script flips. Traveler could mix not just his elements, but also Aang's in ways that Aang could not. Bending was Aang's greatest strength, but also, against Traveler, a weakness.
Because Aang usually had one or more elements around him, it gave Aether an easy access point through these combinations. When Aang used fire, Aether could use lightning to catch him in an overload. If Aang used water, Traveler's electrocharge could paralyze him, and so on.
I think that's what ended up messing him up at the end, right? It was literally the reaction to electrocharge.
This isn't just a gameplay thing. Genshin characters like the lovely Lisa canonically say this is how the elements work.
I'm kind of surprised Aang in the Avatar state, though, couldn't just shake that off. I don't know.
Unlike Aang,
because Avatar state is powerful, bro.
Aether has fought multiple people who can use multiple elements. The longer the fight went on, the more Aether would trip Aang up with these combinations, some of which Aang could not bend.
That's also fair, yeah. Sometimes you just can't bend them. That's true. I feel like the water and electro you could, or hydro and electro, but electro charge, probably not, because includes Dendro.
Lightning, sure, but what about electro buzzsaws, or an electrified tornado, or dendro blasts of pure plant energy?
The Kavaki shield especially gave Aether a strong defense to fall back on. Since it was made of pure light, Aang had no way to remove it outside of brute force.
By comparison, Aang's wind barrier wouldn't block Traveler's elements. It would actually merge with them and create more combos that would target Aang himself. Not a great situation to be.
True. It's not a great situation to be in, to be fair. He almost died in Avatar state to just lightning from Azula. Chat, you're right. Y'all are very correct. But I need you all to remember as well, though, the amount of fights the Travelers fucking lost to people that I would deem way less powerful than Aang. Like, we lost to Alakido, sure, she's very fucking powerful. Is she stronger than Aang? I don't fucking know, bro. I'd have to take a look into that. But also, we got slammed against the wall in Shenhe's thing by, I think that was Based, right? Which I would argue Aang is probably way fucking more powerful. It's hard to put them side by side and say this one's definitely stronger. It's just my opinion. I don't know. I think it should have been a little bit closer, personally. I think it should have been.
Merge with them and create more combos that would target Aang himself. Not a great
I still think Aether would have whooped his ass, bro, but I think it should have been a little bit closer.
situation to be in.
And since Aether's powers came from external earthly sources, like those statues, Aang could not depower him with energy bending, even if he theoretically overcame Aether's willpower.
See, that's fair, and I think it should have focused more on this aspect, the fact that it's like Anemo is not wind, Pyro is not fire, so Aang actually could not have bended the hydro that came from the Traveler.
Willpower that is strong enough to alter the fate of the entire world.
True.
Sorry, Aang, but Elements goes to the Traveler.
Yeah,
Ascension is
it does.
victory. Either way you cut it, he was in his element.
The winner is the Traveler, Aether.
Okay, I'm
God
ready
damn.
for my cameo. Oh.
What's this? I thought that was great, bro. I genuinely think that was very good. I just envisioned it going a bit of a different way. But the way that they took it was still very interesting. I don't think the overall outcome would have changed. To be fair, I really don't think the overall outcome would have changed. I'm curious about the comment section since chat's saying, oh god. Aang's funeral sponsored by Paramount. Ed hired a hitman to kill Aang and we about to witness it. We are gathered here today in preparation of what will be the absolute massacre of Aang by the Traveler. I'm sorry, Aang, but 5 primos is 5 primos. It's pretty good, to be fair. It's pretty good, yeah.